Hello, and welcome to Meet the Range. I'm Jen Whalen, your host with the most gears, that is. I'm here today to help you explore and expand your gravel gearing choices, what they mean, how to spot them, and what works best for you. SRAM has a variety of gravel drivetrain options to let you tailor your ride. To help you figure out what works best for you, we've broken down our gravel gearing offerings into three main choices. There's infinite possibilities here, but these are the three that have gotten the most traction lately. Setup number 1. This is your adventure rig with wide-range eagle gearing. Setup number 2 is that sweet spot gravel bike with an Explorer drivetrain. And finally, setup number 3 is your fat tire road bike with 2x gearing. First, we'll start with the most rugged end of the spectrum, an ultra-wide-range eagle drivetrain that will help you climb up, over, and out of anything. Are you the adventure traveler type? Grinding your way up some remote alpine trail with your bike bags on? Got wide tires to help cushion you over chonky trails? Or even some suspension like this RockShox Rudy Fork? Well, then you're gonna appreciate this 1x setup with super easy gears and an ultra-robust 1x Eagle Axis rear derailleur. So you may be saying, Jen, all this gear's gonna overload my poor bike. Well, that's where we come in. Bring in the big ones! These 1050 or 1052 cassettes will do most of the work for you, so you can spin and enjoy your breathtaking surroundings. And when we say 1050 or 1052, we're talking about the number of teeth on the first cog here, and the number of teeth on the last cog here. Okay, so we've covered how this drivetrain works for adventurous riders. That can be part of it. But there's also folks that are out here that live in places where extreme climbs or rugged terrain is just simply unavoidable, even on daily lunch loops. And this works for them too. This very same ultra-wide range Eagle cassette keeps you feeling fresh on the steepest climbs, even if it's just your driveway. If you like the simplicity and clean look of this 1x setup, but don't need all that range, this next option's probably right for you. Meet Explore, the newest addition to the SRAM gravel family, pronounced Explore, not XPLR. We created this gearing for the real sweet spot that hits most gravel riders' needs. It's based around a 1044 cassette, which is wider than a typical road cassette, but not quite as wide as the Eagle cassette. And for a lot of riders, it ends up being just right. There's an easy enough gear to climb comfortably and closer steps between those gears, so you can keep that perfect cadence. Explore is also a great setup for racing too, whether it's a big event in Kansas or just spicing things up on your weeknight group ride. Get me a glass of non-dairy milk! If you're worried that a single chainring means you won't have all the gears you need, check this out. This Explorer gearing has a 440% range, which is basically as wide or wider than most 2x systems. The 10-tooth cog gives you a hard enough gear for just about any gravel riding situation, and the 44-tooth cog means that you have an easier gear than your classic road bike. So, fewer chainrings, but all the range? Now that's magic. Okay, that's enough math for now. I think you get the point. But it really is that sweet spot option for a lot of gravel riders and gravel bikes. After covering all these 1x options, you might think it really is true what they say. SRAM did kill the front derailleur. Not true. We still love these little guys. That's why the third and final gravel gearing option we'll cover is this, the 2x all-road setup. The 2x setup should have even the hungriest hippos salivating for some crunch and munch gravel granola. This gearing setup is more like a mindset adjustment to your typical road bike, one where we've realized that people just want more out of their bikes. And that's why we say, all-road because bikes like this are ready for all the roads. They can ride the pavement comfortably. They can leave the pavement comfortably. This build with a 4633 chainring combo and a 1036 cassette is a great way to go. The small, tighter steps between the cassette cogs make for a ton of choices to allow a very comfortable cadence. If you want all the range, but all the steps too, this is the setup that makes you say, yes, I really can have it all. So now that we've covered all of the most common gearing options, the rest is really up to you. And if you're having trouble deciding, just remember the 6 G's. Great gear guarantees grand gravel grinding. Great gear guarantees grand gravel grinding. Say it with me now. Great gear guarantees grand gravel grinding. Great gear guarantees grand gravel grinding. Great gear guarantees grand gravel grinding. Woo!
Great gear guarantees grand gravel grinding. Great gear guarantees
Was that too much?
grand gravel grinding.